Welcome to Election Day here in the Woodyard.
Well, there is an election across the United States today also.
Well, there is, and that's important, and hopefully you guys got out there and voted for that, but more importantly, we need you to vote today here at the end of this video, because we're having our election today as well.
Yeah. We decided that we should appoint one of us, me or him, as the, I don't know, commander-in-chief of this operation?
Grand Poobah.
Whatever.
Something like that.
You know, the head cheese.
But the channel belongs to these guys watching, so...
You have to vote.
Yeah, it's up to them.
It's him or me.
But
you have two choices.
There's an obvious choice. I mean, right? So...
You think so?
Oh, well, yeah, that's a no-brainer.
Well, let's see.
I got a lot of endorsements.
Oh, really?
I do.
Really?
I do. Look at that. Hard-working man. They gave me a shirt, so that means they endorsed me.
You're already not fighting fair.
Well, and Easton Made gave me a hat.
Oh, okay. All right.
So they endorsed me as well.
I'm going to have to trump that. I'm endorsed. USA! USA!
Oh,
USA!
Boy. I can't compete with that.
We shall see.
We are going to split wood today, but we're going to kind of jump in between with our...
Campaign plugs.
Yeah, why not? And I'll explain why you should... Well, I shouldn't even have to explain it. It's an easy one. But
it is an easy one.
I'll jump... Jeez, right here. They know better. I'll jump in and kind of show some of the things that I do and explain why you should vote for me, for Grand Poobah. Right?
And I'll do the same.
Well,
I don't need any flashy speech or fancy stuff. I'll just let it speak for itself.
But you got to wait till the end of the video to vote. We're only taking votes in the comments. There's no mail-in voting. There's none of that crap, because...
That just doesn't work.
No, and I don't want to risk the mailbox catching on fire. I've been told that can happen.
No.
So it's only in the comments.
Mail bins falling off a truck or something.
Yeah. We'll keep it really simple. Yeah, strictly comments.
All right. Well, we better get this show on the road because I'm itching to win.
How long are we going to leave this open for voting?
How about...
Before the next video, within because we need a day before we make the next video to let everybody know who won.
Let's say 24 hours from when the video comes out. 24 hours.
I think we should give them a little bit longer.
24 hours. See, I'm already asserting.
See, you guys?
See, I am assertive.
This is where we have a problem.
I get things done.
I think it ought to be at least 2 days. To give them time, not everybody can get out to vote. So
2 days, we'll give him that.
All right.
I'll give you that.
See?
All right, we got to get started and show them our stuff.
We got to split some wood, but I got to bring this down into the newly christened Woodyard. So we'll start adding some wood to that.
All right, let's do it.
Make some more.
Don't forget to vote.
So I thought I'd take a minute and explain why you should vote for me instead of my opponent for Grand Poobah of the Woodyard. I split most of the wood around here, so that one thing probably should qualify me. Plus, look what I'm using, guys. I'm using Buster. Old school, right? And if you need another reason, I'm endorsed by Brent at Around the Yard. See? He gave me a shirt, so that means he endorsed me.
Okay, I just wanted to take a minute and explain why you should vote for me for, I don't know, queen of all things, something like that, I think we said. I split as well, and I get to use this pretty brand new Axis, all nice new paint and stuff, and works great. So in reality, I do just as much splitting around here as Phil does. You guys know that. And no special endorsements, just good old USA. So that's why you should vote for me.
All right, so another reason that I think you guys should vote for me as Grand Poobah is yesterday I spent the entire day with my buddy Dana from S'more Firewood. We went and helped out one of his friends get probably 6-quarter hardwood all cut up, and they also had these nice saw logs down there. Well, they had a lot of wood down there, pine, but Dana brought back the not so nice stuff, and he gave me the nice saw logs. So, but Dana does proudly endorse me as the Grand Poobah, so that's just another reason.
Okay, so another reason you should vote for me, as my opponent just explained, he was gone all day yesterday, yada yada yada, helping cut wood and stuff, and brought these saw logs back. I, on the other hand, wasn't with him because I was home at my other job. So I've sacrificed and taken on more work than I already do to make this whole thing run smoothly. Smoothly is the key word. No special endorsements. Still the good old USA. What can I say? When you know, you know. So vote for me. I know you will.
So I figured we'd we had to take a break because my opponent needed a break from splitting. Another reason you should vote for me, but we had to get the trailer unloaded, and I am the only one that can run the tractor. She can drive the tractor, but she can't run the loader and pick up logs. So I guess that's a whole nother reason that you should vote for me. I can run the tractor, and you can see I've got my mountaintop shirt on. Jeff endorsed me for Grand Poobah of the Woodyard also. So this is a similar tractor to what they have. But we're going to be a couple minutes getting all these. Hold on. It's going to get bouncy. I got to go back down and go get the rest of the logs off that trailer.
Okay, so as you guys know, I make all the bundles around here. I think that's another reason you should vote for me. My opponent isn't making bundles, and we need bundles because without the bundles, we wouldn't have roadside stands. And of course, without the roadside stands, we wouldn't have the revenue from those roadside stands, which pay for the tractor that he's using, loading logs and doing all the other stuff. But it's kind of the, I guess you could probably call it the trickle-down effect. The money has to go where it has to go, and the money has to come in before it goes. And the only way it comes in, well, the main way it comes in is by my bundles that I make. So I guess let that speak for itself. Or if that's not enough, I also have Mountaintop Outdoor shirt on, and Patty over there endorses me. I think it's the obvious choice, so just, you know, something to think about. Whoa, I'm your man or woman. Vote for me.
So this race for the Grand Poobah title of Allen Family Firewood is kind of getting close to the end here, but I wanted to sneak in one more endorsement. Steve from Up in Smoke, you can see him. Now, he must really endorse me because he sent me a hat too. I think he's the only one that's done that, but give him a shout out, you guys, and check out his channel. He is a hoot to watch. He also has a vertical splitter inside. So, trust me, he's worth a watch.
All right, so it's crunch time around here. We've got to make our cases. I'm standing at my splitter station, and the other day, raked it up. There's some little scrap around now because we've been splitting, but I raked up my area so it was clear, free of hazards. And as you know, if you've noticed in any of the clips of Phil splitting, his area is a disaster. I mean, absolute disaster. If any of you were watching the video, I don't know, a couple back, his muffler on the ground there caught fire. Well, almost caught fire. It was smoking pretty good. The sawdust and the bark and all the shrapnel he's got laying around. You can barely get to the splitter over on the other side. There is chunks. Oh my God, it's like that deep. I don't know why he doesn't clean it up. That's such a safety hazard, such a safety hazard. Someone's going to get hurt badly and put a whole end to this production thing. Really, vote for me. I'll keep him in line.
One of the first things that I am going to do in my first day in office is to sign an executive order that the whole wood yard is going to be kept neat and clean, because that's a rather important thing to have in a wood yard. Now, why should you believe me that I'm going to do that? Yes, there's a mess here, but that's all going to change, and I promise you that. Now, not only should you believe me just because I'm telling you, but Todd's outside again. He is endorsing me, and as you all know, he has the neatest and cleanest wood yard out of anybody on YouTube. And he believes in me, Phil, that I can do this and have a neat and clean wood yard. So I do. I promise you that I will do that my first day in office.
All right, so here I am, the stacking machine, as my opponent likes to call me. I may not do all the bells and whistles, the fancy stuff, but the behind the scenes stuff is always important, always important. And I am consistent with it. It always gets done, although this is backed up a little bit, but it will always get done. And I heard a little snippet just a bit ago about my opponent promising to keep a neat, orderly, clean wood yard. I doubt that. I think I know him better than anyone on YouTube, and I think it's fake news. It's lies, folks. It's all lies. Vote for me.
So this is one of the other attributes to why I should be Grand Poobah of the Woodyard. I am the only one here that does all the wood cutting. She can run a saw, but a little saw. She's not the type that's going to run a big saw. So I do most of the cutting. And see, I got Willie's Firewood shirt on. I've got my endorsement from Russ, Kevin, and Gramps. So that ought to tell you something, right? I mean, those guys are big time into producing wood, so.
All right, so we figured we'd wrap this up with our closing arguments. We've thrown a lot of stuff out there at you, and one of the big things that stood out to me were all my opponents' endorsements. I've done some fact checking, a lot of fact checking. You know, I gave him the benefit of the doubt, but I haven't come up with a shred of evidence that he has anybody endorsing him. I don't know. I could be wrong. Maybe some of you know different. If you do, set me straight, but I haven't found any proof that anyone's endorsing him. So just, there's that. I think just to recap everything, I may not do all the fancy bells and whistle things around here, but I definitely do my part. And when I'm not here, you know, buying groceries, cleaning the house, paying bills. My opponent, when I met him, he didn't even open his mail. Who does that? He'd only open it if it was a check or something from the Trappers Association. I don't know how he even survived before he met me, but anyway. That being said, any correspondence you guys may have sent, you know, all the correspondence, incoming, outgoing, that's me. He has no part in it. He wouldn't even know how to do it, I don't think. So there's that. And I'm just the consistent one. I keep everything rolling and keep him in line and keep that money from dropping out of the hole in his pocket and try to keep some semblance of, you know, normalcy around here. But that's maybe a stretch. But anyway, that's all I got. I think you should vote for me just because I'm the stable one and I get all the stuff done. But anyway, we're done for this and I'll let him have his say, but make sure you go out and vote if you haven't already.
All right, you guys, it's been a long, long political season, and I'm sure you're tired of all the campaign promises and all the other stuff that comes out there, but most importantly, get out and vote in the big election, the one that goes across the United States. That's kind of the important one here. We're just sort of having fun here, but it is kind of important here. I mean, we're kind of having our little thing here to go back and forth, and we are sitting in front of the Wood-Mizer sawmill, which I am the one who runs that. She does help me. She pulls the wood away and does that occasionally. But boy, what else have I got? I mean, you should just vote for me. I mean, here's another, look at that. Firewood on the Hill, you guys. Matt and Sadie. They're worth a check out too. He's had a few different splitters in his wood yard over the past few years, but another endorsement of me. She might say some different things about these aren't real, but you know, tell her, you guys know. I mean, I'm not gonna fib to you, not me. and Mountain Dew, they're endorsing me also. Why not? Oh, but this has been kind of fun, and hopefully this wraps up the whole political season, because I am sick and tired of all the commercials that are in all the YouTube videos of vote for this and vote for that, And we kind of wanted to have fun with that. So keep that in mind when you're voting. I guess we're going to keep the voting open for our election here in the Woodyard for a day, two days, I think is what we decided in the beginning. And I mean, it's an easy vote. I'm the one who's here every morning and at the end of the day, and I do all of the jobs. I mean, somebody's got to back up trailers because my opponent cannot back up a trailer. So that's a big part of being here in the Woodyard. Got to be able to back up a trailer. Anyway, I guess I've gone off. I think I've said more than enough to earn your vote. So make sure you leave a comment down below who you want to vote for. And we'll catch you guys on the next one. Bye.